and welcome to our channel SnapTunes. Today we'll learn how to create this beautiful handwritten text animation in After Effects. So let's start with the tutorial. Okay, so I have After Effects open on my computer and we'll click this icon to create a new composition, and we'll set the width of this composition to 1920 by 1080 pixels, and I'll keep the frame rate as 25 and also change the duration of this to 30 seconds. Okay, we are set now. Okay, so I have this footage which I'll use as a background for the project, and I'll click on file and then click on import and then file and then select this aerial footage, and I'll drag it into my composition. Okay, and then I'll select the horizontal type tool and click anywhere, and I'll type in some random text, say live free, and then what I'll do is I'll click on this align tool and align it to the center. Okay, and by this tool I can increase or decrease the size of my text, right? And I've used this Kloss and Bloom font, which I'll leave the link in the description. And then all we have to do is while selecting this text layer, we'll click on the pen tool and slowly we'll draw strokes on top of the text, right? So make sure you covered most of the areas, and what I'll do is I'll just fast forward everything. Okay, so we're all done now. Now what we have to do is just click on this effects and presets menu and then type in stroke, and then drag this stroke effect onto our text layer, right? And here it's the color of the stroke, the brush size. I'll change the color while clicking on it to say red, and then I'll just click on yeah, I'll keep it as it is and just increase the brush size to say around, like, say 14 pixels. uh, no, it's like 23 pixels. Make sure that you cover all the text, that like the text below is not visible, and then make sure mask 1 is selected, and then make sure in the paint style menu reveal original image is selected. Now all we have to do is like just click on this icon next to end, and yeah, and then drag this to the left so that it's like 0%, and then while clicking on the text layer, press U on your keyboard. It will show up a timestamp, and what you have to do is just go to say 2 seconds and then drag it to the right, and make sure it's like 100% over here, and you'll see there's another keyframe on the screen. So now what you can do is, while dragging your mouse, select these two keyframes and press F9. That will easy ease the animation, so it will be a lot more smoother now. So now what you can do is drag this to where your animation ends. Now click on the uh, render button. Okay, so now our animation is ready. Now all we have to do is export our animation. So I'll click on composition and then click on add to render queue, and then in render settings I'll click on best settings, and then I'll keep everything as it is, and then I'll also click on output mode. uh, yeah, and then I'll select the format to be H.264. It's shorter than AVI and the quality is good too. So I'll click OK, and then I'll make sure that my endpoint of the animation is like say at 3 seconds, and then what I'll do is I'll just click on render, and yeah, it will start rendering. Okay, so our animation is rendered now. Let's see how it looks. uh, cool, so we have created this beautiful handwritten text in After Effects.